Ladies and gentlemen, this is BroncoJuggalo and Bill, and we are back today with a new film, something we haven't done before. We're here with a sword and sorcery film. It's not a horror movie, but there are some scary aspects. It's not a comic book film, but there's some super kind of shit in there. And it's just a whole lot of fun. We are talking about Don Coscarelli's epic film, Beastmaster.
And this is the Vinegar Syndrome release of Beastmaster. Very nice. It's a 4K and Blu-ray. And it comes with all this nice shit inside. This very nice case, actually.
Yeah, I want to get one of that myself, actually.
These are actually very nice.
Movies
from art. Oh, gotta love the art.
He has a thing for dudes in loincloths.
No, I have a thing for good art, which you know nothing about.
Yeah. Anyways. Guys, this movie's from 1982, as I said, directed by Don Coscarelli. Starring Mark Singer as Dar, Tanya Roberts, yes, bouncy Tanya Roberts, rest in peace. Tanya Roberts as Curie, and Rip Torn as Max. He's the bad guy. He's the bad guy in this.
Yes.
Okay, so, storyline. Max is trying to take over the country. He tries to sacrifice the baby prince, which is Dar. Dar is rescued. Dar gets away. Dar comes back years later to basically save everything because they destroyed his village.
Revenge!
Revenge, pretty much. Guys, this is about as close as we've gotten to an actual Masters of the Universe film, aside from the Masters of the Universe film. But this one is more in like the traditional Masters of the Universe kind of storyline almost.
Yeah, it is.
It's sword and sorcery, no technology, but a lot of people I've heard that over the years have called this as close as we're going to get to Masters of the Universe until we get one.
Yeah.
But, and I'm a big, you know me, I love the Masters of the Universe film, so, but yeah, I was teasing Jason and Joe that this is just a He-Man ripoff. However, I must say that we both have a blast with this movie.
Oh yeah, I've seen this movie many times, and this movie is a blast. It's well shot. It has great acting.
And I haven't seen this movie since I was about 10. So, I mean, I've seen bits and pieces here when it's been on television or whatever. But I just never really sat down and paid attention. In fact, I think I've seen more episodes of the TV show that came on a few years back.
Oh yeah.
Than I did of this. Speaking of which, this did spawn 2 sequels and a TV series. Tanya Roberts' Playboy appearance was actually done and set up by the producers of this film to promote this film.
Yeah.
But the movie came out way before her Playboy appearance ever even got shot. So it kind of was funny. It looked like she just showed up in Playboy automatically. But she was actually in Playboy to promote this movie.
Yeah, kind of better late than never.
Now, this movie was filmed in the U.S., also in West Germany. And I happen to be living in West Germany when this film was made.
Nice.
I didn't see nothing, but I was there.
Woo, good for you!
Pretty much.
You were there.
Yep.
Wow. Pat yourself on your back.
World traveler in this bitch. Anyways, yeah. Guys, we don't have a lot of specifics to talk about.
Not really.
I'm going to start with cons because I only have one con.
I have no cons for this film, so take it away.
I do have one con.
All right.
This is a pretty violent film.
Why is that a con?
It's not. Let me finish. We get stabbings. We get chokings. We get drownings. We get burnings. We get all this stuff.
Indigestion.
You know, we get all kinds of things, yeah. But there's no blood. Every time a sword runs somebody through, every time it cuts somebody, there's not a single drop of blood.
It was the 80s,
and
dude.
I was like, where is the blood? Come on, Conan had blood. Conan was blood everywhere. Come on.
In this type of film, they didn't have the technology to do it.
Oh, I think
it's the 80s.
This is the guy that did Phantasm. They could have thrown some blood in there. You know, all they have to do is blood on the sword, you know, show some blood. Come on, that was my biggest, only con. Only con, there's no blood. You know, violent as hell, but no blood. It didn't seem realistic.
I didn't see where he was going. Like, wait a minute, we got all this, stabbings, blah, blah, blah. And like, wait a minute, how is this a con?
No blood. No blood at all.
Oh, hell.
The only other thing I can say that's not really negative is I thought it was about 30 minutes too long. It could have been shortened. I enjoyed it the whole time through. I enjoyed it. But they didn't have to go with every detail they did. It could have been shortened down. It would have been fine just as well.
No, I think this is a great movie all around. I think this movie was really well shot. You know, and I'm going to get into pros on that. I love the way this film is shot. This film is shot very well.
Yeah, it does look really good.
The lighting, when it needs to be dark, it's not too dark. When it needs to be light, it's good. You know, and the cinematography, the locations, the set designs that they did when they had to do sets. It's amazing looking.
During the night bat scene, I thought it was a little dark when they come across the
people or whatever. Digesting.
Yeah, I thought it was a little dark looking. I thought they were women in robes at first, and like veils. I didn't realize what it was until I got closer up. But I thought it was great all the way through. You threw a fit almost when I told you that one of the critics said it was cheap looking.
This is not a cheap looking film.
I think it was shot very well. I think it looks really good. I wonder if he meant maybe because they use like miniatures and they use painting backdrops.
Dude, I love that.
I like that. It's old school to me. That's old
it's
school
a lost
filmography.
Art. It's a lost art, the paintings.
I love it. That's why I love when I watch like old John Wayne's or even old anything, those old painting backdrops of cities or
even Star Wars. The first Star Wars, there was a lot of paintings used.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that Hoth had a back painting.
Yeah, and Obi-Wan Kenobi in the reactor scene. Mm-hmm. That was 90% of that was a painting.
Yeah.
Not a set.
No.
It works.
If you can do the right camera, if you can work the camera right, it works. And personally, I like it. I think it's cool. I always have. It brings back an old school feel, and I'm good with that. The only time I didn't like something like that was in Wrong Turn 5, where they built basically this entire city inside a soundstage. And, like, the buildings had this, like, fake, foamy look to them.
Well, okay.
And then, like, the streets were, like, this narrow. Like, you could see it. The streets were, like, that narrow. But then you would see a car pull up where they were doing an outside shot of a building, and the street's, like, way across the street.
Yeah.
I was like, so you could tell that they meant, there was no... That's the only time I have an issue with that kind of thing.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Overall, I thought this was a great sword and sorcery film. I really had a blast. This is probably my new favorite Don Coscarelli film. I'm not a huge Don Coscarelli fan, guys. I've never made no bones about that. This one and Bo Hotep about the only films I really like of his.
Everybody
There's
loves
a couple
Bo
that I
Hotep.
need to see. There's a couple I need to see still, but yeah, I really like this movie a lot. Good on you, Don Coscarelli. You made a good movie. Way better than those Phantasm pieces of shit.
Okay. Okay, I want to stick with the whole atmosphere of this movie and the cinematography. The wardrobe. It's amazing. I love the look of the wardrobe in this film. And I don't talk about this in a lot of films with how the characters are dressed for the time period. But it is great. It looks gritty. It doesn't look clean at all, except when it needs to look clean, like with the cult members. Oh, yeah, we're cult members. Apparently we have to look. I don't know why the fuck you're touching yourself. Why the fuck are you touching yourself? Do that in private!
Just go on. Just keep going.
All I did was look over and you're touch. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm just talking to the people. Just keep going.
There's something wrong with him. A lot.
Fucker.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was funny. Go ahead. All right, that's my nose.
That's your nose. Good.
Are you sure you're not high?
No.
Okay.
But still, the costumes for this movie are great. They look amazing. They're not clean looking. They're not fake looking to me. They look really good.
They just weren't bloody.
Yeah, still on about that. I'm going to poke you in the nose again.
Guys, anything else you want to say about the movie?
Okay, yes, I got two more things about this movie. The bat creatures, I thought they looked amazing again. Costumes again, they looked really fucking cool. And that scene was kind of creepy, actually. I released the little kid, and the little kid runs, and skeleton. Uh-oh, they ate a little kid.
Yep.
That looked really cool. One of the set designs, I'm going to say this. Why so many fucking stairs?
On the temple.
Why so many fucking stairs? What is with old civilizations and the Mayans, the Incas, they all did this? Why so many fucking stairs?
Has something to do with building structures to get you closer to the heavens, I think.
Yeah. Still why?
I don't know. I can't answer that question.
Neither can I.
Guys, I didn't have a lot of specifics. I really enjoyed the movie. It was just a fun movie all around. I had a lot of fun with it. I know I'm using that adjective a lot, but it's the truth. I found it to be almost as enjoyable as Conan. Not quite as good, but almost.
Oh, no. Nobody can beat Arnold Schwarzenegger's Conan.
One little fact I forgot to mention is the reason why this movie was made was because of Conan. Don Coscarelli was offered to direct Conan the Barbarian. He didn't like the script. He turned it down. They gave him this one. Or was it Conan the Destroyer? I don't know. One of the fucking Conan movies.
Yeah, one of them.
So, he decided to write his own sword and sorcery flick. Guys, that's it for today. We thought about putting this in the B movies be better, be good. But I could never really get a straight answer. Some people thought it was. Some people thought it wasn't. So, if it is a B movie, I'll call it a be good if it is.
I'd call it be great.
Yeah.
This is an amazing fucking film. If you haven't seen it, because it is an older film, and it doesn't really get the love that it deserves. In fact, I think Vinegar Syndrome's the only one that's put it out on Blu-ray.
I'm not sure.
I think they're the only ones.
I'm not sure, guys, but hey, we'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
And Bill saying good night.